Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to Wednesday morning's live stroll, dog walk, whatever you want to call it. Weather report this morning, a bit colder than it has been again, but still absolutely fine, sort of 4 to 5 degrees, not a lot of wind, bit of mist in the air this morning. You don't often sort of see it round sort of the residential, but it is in the air this morning. And on the way to work yesterday morning, crikey, it was really foggy in places. Sort of where it's sort of hot and cold sort of hitting, I guess. But it was quite a nice day yesterday actually, weather-wise. It's probably one of the nicer days. I think they said it was supposed to be one of the warmest days of the year. I'm not sure about that, but so far perhaps, but yeah, it was all right. Work-wise yesterday, no real dramas, which is always nice. Today's agenda, again, I'll come back to it in just a minute. Come on. Today's agenda is just, as far as I can see, work-wise, a reasonably average day at work. It's looking like the busiest day of the week at the moment. That always depends on how things, what's the word, progress during the day. James has got football training tonight. He's not playing at the weekend. This is his rest match, making up for the match that was cancelled. So I wouldn't have rested sort of strong players this weekend personally, but it's not my rodeo anymore. So it's up to them what they want to do in regards to that. It's an away game, so it's not the end of the world, is it really? Yeah, I'll probably just have Julie will probably take him over there. She might come home, she might stay over there. I'm just going to sit and watch the football after Liverpool's performance last night. It was pretty dire. Hi to everyone weighing in. Yeah, we're in the UK. Sleepy little village just outside Cambridge. Go on, Azra, lead on. Come on. For those that don't know, she is a rescue dog. We've had her now 4.5 years. She was found in a box at the side of a road. So she's still very wary of motorised vehicles, or any vehicle really. But of course motorised, you hear it coming first, don't you? Go on, Azra. She'll be 5 in May. As I say, we've had her 4.5 years around that time as well, so she's a cross between a Labrador and a Beagle. Labrador size, as you can possibly see, and Beagle colour. Shout out to June in Lincolnshire. I was about to say Lancashire then. Lincolnshire. How you doing this morning? If you're new here, do make sure you like and subscribe. We are doing well for subscribers at the minute, but we need to crack on. We need to get to that magic 1,000 mark as soon as possible. We're heading in the right direction. and with your support we'll get there. So this is the long walk we're going to be doing this morning. We'll make our way sort of to sort of southerly tip of the village, to then make our way almost to the northerly part. So we're somewhere in the middle at the minute. Normally out for about sort of 40 to 45 minutes. Hi Tandy, how you doing this morning? Enjoying the bird song as well in the background. So relaxing. And I think as we walk around we'll see it getting lighter, but we're nowhere near in flight without the artificial lights at the minute. It is getting lighter. Every morning now it's getting light, sort of around sort of 6:30, 7:15. So it is getting there. Come on, Azra. Slowly but surely. The weekends now are beginning to be the ones that we can come out without the lights. Azra has mornings where she just wants to sniff everything. You almost end up tripping over her. Very inquisitive, especially this morning. Come on. It's quite fresh this morning, guys. If you're not aware and are new here, we've got our first holiday of the year coming up at the end of this month. So we're very much looking forward to that. We're going to Mallorca. Not quite sure what the weather's going to be like when we're there. If you look at the long range, it's a bit hit and miss. But I'm a firm believer of not looking too much into it because it changes so much. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Thanks for the time check there. I've just seen that come through. This is the normal stroll we do every morning. We have our early morning breakfast club that joins in as well, so thank you for that. And this is purely and simply down to working commitments. We do slightly later lives at the weekend. Come on, Azra. And this is what I was saying to you earlier on, guys. Everything she's wanted to sniff this morning. She's sniffing so much, I think she's forgotten she probably wants to go to the loo at some stage. Right, come on. Come on. So if you weren't with me a few moments ago, we were doing the long stroll this morning. Feels like it's a lot of me talking and not a lot of Azra in a minute, because she really is labouring behind so much. Come on, Azra. As I say, if you are new here, don't forget, do make sure you like and subscribe. It does certainly mean a lot to the channel. We are out every day. We also have lots of little shorts going on of the strolls as well. So they come up normally at least 3 times a day. We sometimes have some funny ones on there as well, because Azra does have a brother from another mother at home. He's quite a lot older. He's 11, so he doesn't come out as much. And also got a tortoise as well. We've got 3 of them, but 2 of them are still in hibernation. One of them is awake. And he really does tease the dogs. It's quite funny. A little tortoise, the dogs sort of say, "What's that moving rock?" It's quite funny to watch, which we've done some funny videos. Check out over the weekend. There were some funny ones. More at the weekends they come out, because I haven't got time to sit there for minutes on end waiting for something to happen and have my phone at the ready. Clearly I work during the week. Finally, in the village, they started sorting out some of these potholes. That won't interest most of you, but anyone who lives in the UK will know it's been a real pain, the roads in recent months, and I myself fell victim of a pothole and getting a puncture and a new tyre. So yeah, it's good that they're finally doing something about it. Far too late, I think, in everyone's opinion, but not much you can do about it unless you go out and fill the hole yourself, which clearly you're not going to do, are you? So unless it's right outside your house and you have to do something about it, because if it's just unpassable, you just have to know where the potholes are. And the local information from our council was get ways and let everybody else know where the potholes are, so everyone else can avoid them as well. Good parking here, look at this. Get my whole body in this gap. Come on, Azra. The thing about the laugh about that, and I can't believe that was an official comment, is not everyone's got a mobile phone in their car, and there's quite a lot of elderly people that will never clue how to use it anyway. So what a ridiculous thing to put out there. I think people sometimes, maybe I'm just getting old, but I think people are getting younger and younger in positions, and they forget that not everyone is up to speed with modern technology. You know, I'm lucky I'm of a generation that started using computers at school, just about, and sort of grown up with it. But my parents' generation, no such luck. My mum barely knows how to use a mobile phone. She uses it, but it's a struggle. Anyway. So that is the worst bit of the stroll, coming up this hill. Whether we go right to the top up there, which we will do at some stage, maybe the weekend, we'll do that stroll. See how we feel. Okay, so we're now heading back down towards the high road. If you've been with me before, you all know where we are. If you haven't, sort of we're heading now down towards, as I say, the high road. Be there in about 5 minutes or so. And then it's just a straight leg all the way towards home. Go on, Azra. She's really trying to trip me up this morning. Whilst she's got a quiet time with viewing, we'll enjoy the bird song. I find it very relaxing at this time of the morning with the birds chirping away. You very rarely see many people. Very relaxing. Come on. So if people are joining up all the time, so welcome. Do like and subscribe. We are out every morning doing our live strolls. Azra is leading the way. You joined at a good time where she's actually leading and not dragging behind, sniffing everything in sight. She's been a nuisance this morning. Come on, Azra, lead on. And I don't know if that bird song is coming out on the speakers. I hope it is, because it's so lovely to hear. If you're just joining in, welcome. This is a live stroll with myself and Azra. Azra leading the way there in front. Do make sure you like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to the channel. We are doing very, very well, but we are pushing towards the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is my first, obviously, major milestone. And we are doing lives every single day. We are doing lives every single day, and in most cases there are shorts coming out every single day as well. So we've got lots on the channel, and obviously we've got the travel vlog series as and when we do stuff. So there's always stuff out there. There's lots on the channel for you to have a look at as well if you're interested. Euro Disney, the travel series, and also the cruise series that we did. Right, Azra is going now to the loo finally, so we'll sort that out and I'll be right back with you. So just give me a second, guys. Yes, there's quite a lot for you guys to look at. We've got the Mallorca travel series coming up at the end of the month. Joy, we've got a lorry about to come up here. Whether it comes up this far, I don't know, but I think it's gonna. Maybe not, maybe it's going along the high road. That's a blessing, actually. Right. I didn't tell you, for those that have been with me for a while, but I got the I say all clear, not quite the all clear. My leg injury that I got in Disneyland last year. Popped my hip and did some damage to the ligaments. I've been having physio since Christmas, actually. And finally, well, probably in the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, I would say, it's been so much better for me to be able to do the longer walks again. It's been a real blessing. But I've got to go back for my assessment. He did some of it when I was there on Monday, and yeah, he's given me the green light to go for the assessment, which I'll say in a few weeks' time. In fact, my left leg now, which is the one I hurt, is actually stronger than my right leg. Crazily. But it does make sense, sorry, because my right leg was the one I got a bit of gout in a few years back now. And that was never my strongest leg, if I'm honest with you. So my left leg, for all the exercises I've been doing, sort of 3 or 4 times a week, as prescribed, it's now back to being a stronger leg, which is sort of what I knew. Anyway, look at this bin, I tell you. This is unreal. and there isn't another bin, guys, for about a mile. So I don't know why they don't do those every other day at least. That's not been done for, I would say, coming up sort of 3 or 4, maybe even 5 days. Looking at it. Azra, come on. Right, come on, lead on, lead on, lead on. Hopefully, guys, you should see a bit more of her now, because we're on sort of the narrower pavement. Whilst it's nice and quiet with not a lot going on with cars, she can have a bit of freedom, which is nice. So where that bin was probably the northerly point of the village. It probably is a bit further. In fact, where we might go on Sunday will probably be the northerly tip, but there's not a lot in it really. And now it's about a 20-minute stroll back in the direction of home. And we get to listen to all this, the lovely bird song. Come on, Azra. And I go on about it, guys, but not everyone's lucky to be able to hear it in some of the places they live. And I will just give a shout out to viewers in the Middle East. Thoughts with you, and we do have people watching from all over, so thoughts with you at this time. Go on, Azra, lead on. So we are just heading now into the main sort of village centre. Be there in about sort of 5 minutes or so. If you've been with me before, you'll have seen it all before. You don't need me to show you it all, but that's where it is. Not a lot goes on in our sleepy little village. Bin day was yesterday. Why they're still out, who knows. Looks like they're all there. Annoys me because they're right on the pavement. Why they can't just get their bins in, who knows. Everyone else seems to do it. Anyway. No real plans for the rest of the week other than working. I say James has got football training tonight, and it's Thursday and Fridays are usually fairly calm. Saturday James normally does play in the football team. It is his rest day this week, which is quite handy because we've got my brother's birthday party at his house that we were attending. So to be fair, I didn't want to be travelling all over the place for football in the morning. So it's worked out quite well, I think. And then it is fast approaching, still got about 20 odd days until our holiday to Mallorca, which we'll be doing a travel series for. Dog does have a talk, you're quite right, I've got 3 as well, because it's still dark here in the UK, and without them you wouldn't see much, trust me. And people really still like the live strolls every morning. If nothing else, whilst you're having your cup of tea or whatever, you get to watch a nice stroll. They will get better from April in the mornings. Hopefully we'll do more of the sort of countryside bits of the village as opposed to the residential area, but the only reason I do that is helping with the lighting, because I've got the street lights as well, so all helps. Funny enough, just like the last few mornings, it feels like it's getting colder as we go round. And it shouldn't be like that, should it? We should be warming up. The last few mornings I've gone out and it's, let's say it's 5-6 degrees. By the time I got home it's more like 3-4 degrees and you can physically feel it. Quite surreal. So just going back to what I was talking to you about with the physio. Come on, keep going. So I've got to go back one last time, but he did a lot of sort of the strength assessment, and he said your left leg is now stronger than the right. So that is fantastic, and I'm more or less pain-free, 99% of the time, completely pain-free. And when I started going to the physio, I said to him vividly, which was beginning of January, I said to him, I've got a holiday coming up at the end of March, and that is what I want to be right for. And hey ho, 3 or 4 weeks before we go, we are right. And that was so important for me. Of course I would have gone on holiday, but it's nice to explore, especially when it's not boiling hot. You can't sunbathe. Yes, you can chill out around the pool and have some bevies and stuff like that. It's all very nice, but it's also nice to get out and do stuff, isn't it? Which I will be bringing you guys with me. We'll be doing a live every morning from Mallorca. And then there'll be the vlog series as well, so watch out for those as and when. I will let you know nearer the time exactly when we're going. Don't you worry, guys. Go on. Azra and Ralph. Ralph's Azra's little brother. He's 11, he's a little chihuahua. He doesn't come on the long strolls. I'd end up picking him up. But my point is, they're going to some dog sitters, which they absolutely love going to. As soon as we say where we're going, they are going crazy. They love it. So it's a little holiday for them as well. An expensive holiday, guys, but nonetheless, a holiday. When you've got animals, and I'm not moaning, guys, but I'm just telling you, when you've got animals, it's like having another child or an adult to pay for on your holiday. So if you've got a family of 3 like we have, you've got a family of 4 when you go away. That is the easiest way to break it down. And we're quite lucky where that go. It's fairly reasonably priced. There are a lot more expensive places that they could go. But this is the choice of having animals. Come on, Azra, lead on. If you don't want that grief, don't have animals. We love our animals. It's not just the dogs we have to think about. We've got a cat, we've got tortoise, and fish. So all this stuff needs to be thought about. This next holiday coming up is not a problem, because Mum is quite happy to come in and see the cat and the tortoise, 3 of them. Well, the 2 won't be up actually, they'll still be asleep, because they don't come out until sort of middle of April, have hibernation, weather permitting. Come on, Azra. But she'll have the cat and one of the tortoises to think about. He's quite young and his hibernation will be longer next year. He's never hibernated before. So this year he went down in October, mid-October, and he got back up in January, just after Christmas actually. So he did have sort of 2.5 months hibernation, but the others will have almost 6 months. So 6 months of the year they're asleep, 6 months of the year they're awake. Sounds good, doesn't it? I always say, as an animal, if you live in a loving home where you know nothing but love, you've got a great life, haven't you? I think. What do? Eat, sleep, the other, and get love. In Azra's case, she causes havoc as well, but that's a separate story. So we're now sort of at the sort of central bit of the village. There isn't loads to see. We'll just let this car go. There isn't loads to see. And this is what I sort of said about our sleepy little village, to be honest with you. Very lucky. And I'm very lucky at this time of day that we very rarely see anyone. We did come out slightly early this morning. Not a lot, only about 5 minutes. I was up and I'd done all my jobs. Azra was doing that sad dog puppy eye look at me as if to say, when are we going? So we're out and listening to all the birds singing around us. What could be better, guys? It is beautiful and so lucky. We are, of course, moving into spring now, aren't we? I don't know especially when spring starts. Probably has already. British summertime starts at the end of this month. I may have told you James has been having his mock GCSEs, well, he had them, and he's been getting some results back, and he's done really, really well. You know, he's had pretty much 8s and 9s the whole way. Now, depending on how old you are, if you're my age, mid-40s, that sort of relates to A, B, C, D, E, F of your A levels. Now, 9 apparently is an A, or equivalent to. So he's doing very, very well. And he drives us nuts at times with his homework. But he clearly is very switched on when he's at school. More switched on than we sometimes give him credit for. So very proud of him, and I said that to him. Just got to keep going now. He's got 2 more practice runs, and then the main thing, obviously, May and June next year. Come on, Azra. Yet again, she loves to try and trip me up. Come on, Azra. She has a very long lead, guys, and she could do all her inquisitiveness and sniffing before I even arrive on the scene, but she says it right till I get there. Almost like she wants me to share with her. I don't. Come on, Azra. Again, if you have been with me, you'll know exactly where we are. We're sort of getting towards the latter part of the stroll now. Got a fair way to go yet, about 5-10 minutes. Azra, come on, lead on. Just enjoying the bird song. It's a bit quieter up this end. I see less trees, they're more in the distance to be fair now. But through the town centre, we had the trees. It was all around us, it was lovely. Car coming. Come on, leave on. We haven't seen the buses yet at all this morning. Whether we'll see them, I don't know. I thought we'd have seen one by now. They normally leave the depot at the other end of the village, funny enough where we came from. So I'm quite surprised you haven't seen them yet. Go on, Azra. Okay, so we're now almost coming to the last sort of 5 minutes or so. It's been great having everyone, so I always like to say that before everyone goes. We've obviously had peaks and troughs this morning with numbers, and as I always say, that's fine. I'm out anyway, so your support is always appreciated in whatever capacity. And another car coming. Tight lead for Azra for a minute. Come on then, lead on. Lead on. Good girl. As I said earlier, Azra is a rescue dog, and she was found in a box at the side of a road. So she hates, well, anything that moves faster than her. Motorbikes, cars, buses, lorries, anything like that. Azra on the path, come on. It felt like we had a bit of rain in here, but I think it is just mist, guys. I don't think there's anything to panic about, although we are getting towards home now, so it wouldn't be a massive drama should it be turned into anything, but we're not forecast over any rain, which is a good blessing. I think this is the first week since Christmas, but touch wood, we haven't had any rain. Here in the UK. Come on, Azra. Right, come down, lower. Azra. Right, come on, lead on. Because I've got my 3 torches on, and then Azra's got a torch. People seem to actually slow down as they come towards. This is quite nice, because people often are speeding, and it drives her nuts. And these narrow paths, you can see how narrow the path is, guys. Grass, and then the edge of the pavement. Not very wide at all. Come on, Azra. That one's going the other way, that's good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this one a day. Hope you have a lovely Wednesday, whatever you did. We're at hump day. I haven't said that already. Usually I say that at the beginning, not the end. So well done for making it to here. And we'll reconvene tomorrow. Cheers, guys.